Hey gamers, what's up? Muzz here at L1 Games with an update for you. Things have been going crazy here at the store. It's been a long time since my last update. In fact, it's been a long time since my last video. It's been absolutely nuts. First off, I did have to hire a new employee, so that meant I worked 14 days straight in training and then his days off in between training. And then I stayed on for a few extra days with him and worked with him before I started giving him the reins and letting him have it himself. This is a new business for him. He hadn't done anything like this before, so it required a little extra training, but it was good because it allowed me the opportunity to kind of train him the way I wanted someone to work. Maybe work a little bit more like I do and get him in here working just the way I want it done. So no bad habits to work off of or anything like that. So it's been very positive in that manner, but it has required a lot of extra work. So we've been getting that together and it's been very positive so far, so I'm pretty pleased with all that. I did negotiate a new lease, so I'm here at the mall for at least another year, and that worked out pretty well also. I definitely worked hard for a good deal this time around, and I got it, so I'm real pleased with that. I don't know the future of malls, so it's hard to say if the next year I'll be here or not. Will I go to a strip center? Will I sell the store and retire from selling video games? I don't know. I really, year to year, don't know what I'm going to do, but it seems like every year I do end up signing a new lease because I've been saying the same thing for many years now. So the odds of me still being here after this are good, and if maybe not being here in the mall, still selling video games somewhere are also very good. So just, trying to get my thoughts together on that. Like, I don't really know what I want for the future. I do know that I like dealing with gamers and I like being the one who supplies people with games for their collections and meeting gamers, and just that whole social network aspect of what I do is really incredible. So I don't want to lose that. So it's really hard for me to contemplate the idea of walking away from this. But for now, I'm here, and that's good news. Lately, pricing has been crazy. Just video games are through the roof lately. I'm sure all of you collectors who are watching already know this. It's been nuts. I find myself checking every single price for every game that comes in. Sometimes, I would look at a game and say, oh, I know what this is. And I'd scan it, put it in the system, and put it on the shelf with a price tag. And now I find myself looking up stuff that in my head I think I know the price to, because prices don't fluctuate that much, on a normal basis from month to month, but they do now, and it's been pretty crazy. So I'm doing a lot of that. I sold the Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 collector's edition that was sold on IM8bit recently, and the guy came in freaking out because I had it cheaper than anywhere else, and I'm like, man, I've only had it up there for a little while, but good for him, he got a deal. But it just goes to show that, I price something and put it on the wall and the price goes up, and if it's still on the wall 3 weeks, a month later, someone's getting a great deal, which is good for them, and I still make my profit, so I'm okay with that. But it's pretty crazy that the market is doing what it's doing right now. On that note, stock is hard to get. I think it's kind of like the lumber industry right now. There was a huge spike in home improvements during COVID, so lumber prices are skyrocketing right now. It's crazy. I'm trying to build my shelves for my new game room, and I'm rethinking how I'm going to do it, because the boards I was going to buy were $7.99 originally. That's when I first started looking at stuff for materials and everything months ago. And this past weekend I went to Lowe's, and the board I want is $13.99, $13.98 or whatever. So basically $14 a board. I mean, that's nuts when I'm looking at buying 50 boards. So now I'm looking at adjustable track shelving, so I can cut the number of boards I need in half. So I'll figure that out, and I'll have a plan together soon, because I want to get my game room up and running, and that's my current project. So that's really good. But video games are doing what wood is doing. Video games have just skyrocketed lately. I think a lot of renewed interest in gaming, a lot of hardcore gamers becoming more hardcore during COVID, and just the prices have gone up. I would almost say exponentially. Like, they go up $2 one month, $4 the next, $8 the next. It's insane. So just getting stock in is difficult. Keeping pricing normal is difficult. No one's trading or selling. I find myself sourcing a lot of the stuff I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of Japanese stuff now just because I can't even get American N64 consoles. I'm buying Japanese ones, modding them, and now I'm selling them as, multi-region N64 consoles. So I've gotten a lot of really cool stuff that catches people's eyes. People that, come in looking for an N64. See, I have a orange Pikachu 64 from Japan that plays American and Japanese games. They freak out and they buy it. So it's been really good, but what a journey, man. Like, I'm buying lots on eBay. I just bought 550 games off a guy in Canada because I'm just not getting them through the door. And the profit margin is lower when you buy on eBay and you buy a lot. And because you're competing with people who want for their collections and everything, not people who are reselling. So the prices go up a little higher than you would like to pay, especially when you're dropping, the money you're dropping on 500 games, 300 games. So that's also pretty crazy, but I'm making it happen. I'm keeping the walls stocked, and people are now starting to trade a little more, which is nice. A couple months ago, no one was trading anything. So, as long as I keep the walls stocked and I don't ever live that nightmare I've had where I walk into the store and I have nothing to sell, I'm happy. So that's been pretty good. Another big problem lately is masks. People don't want to wear masks, and I don't really have any control over the matter. Sure, I have my own personal opinions on the topic. I'm a man who believes in science. I'm a man who believes in, protecting the well-being of every American, whether I know them or not, whether they're young or old. So I'm all about masks and everything, but that doesn't really come into play here at the store. There is a mandate from the state. The governor set the mandate, and I have to enforce it. There's literally rules in the mandate. Businesses have to display signs, they have to have shielding, they have to enforce the mandate in the store, and they can shut your store down for up to 24 hours if you aren't complying or enforcing the law. So I won't call it a law, I'm sorry, the mandate. And someone comes in the store, I'm like, hey, could you pull your mask up, please? And I'm super polite about it, please. I always say, when they do, I say thank you, I appreciate it. I try to be as nice as I can about the deal, but there are malls or signs in front of the mall that say you have to have a mask to come in, then they come in without one. And then there's signs on the front of my store that say you have to have a mask on to come in, and they still walk in without it. And it's like, why are you putting me in this position, man? I just want to do business. I just want to sell my games and go home at the end of the day. And my new employee called me up. He had a really aggressive customer this weekend, and almost had to call security to have this guy removed from the store because he just didn't want to wear masks. Like, come on, people, look, if you don't believe in masks, whatever, that's on you. I don't care what you believe in, but be kind to business owners. A lot of the same people who are crying, we need to get businesses open, are now refusing to wear masks in places where you have to enforce the law as a small business, the mandate as a small business. I keep on calling it a law. It's not a law, I realize that. And we're just trying to do our thing. I lose a lot of money if I'm closed for 24 hours. So I have to enforce this mandate. And I don't mind enforcing it. I don't mind wearing a mask. I'm vaccinated, and I wear a mask whenever I go out too, when I go to someone else's business. It's just what we have to do. And it drives me nuts that people come in and give us such a hard time for just trying to be in business, Just be kind to small business owners, please. If you don't believe in what I believe, if you don't believe in what science, the CDC, whoever believes, just believe in small businesses. You're there, you're patronizing the business. Wear a mask, make it easy for them. Be kind to the store owners, and don't give them a hard time if they have to enforce it. It's not their choice. It's not my choice. I don't have a choice in the matter. And when I do, then you can be mad at me. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I will give you a store tour, and then we'll get back here and we'll close this video out. And that's it right now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry it's been so long since I did a video. I will have more coming soon. I think I'm back into my groove. My employee's better trained and he's handling things on his own, so I'm gonna have a little more free time, and it's gonna work out in a way that allows me to maybe get more content out to you. So if you have any suggestions, ideas, questions, leave them in the comments below. Please do follow me on Twitter at L1 Games if you haven't already, and subscribe to this channel, and you will get updates for new videos and all that as they come. So that's it. I do have to get to work. I have to open up the store. So I'm out of here, and I will catch you all soon. Thanks for watching.